going to ask you guys to just close your eyes, and I'm going to share a very brief story with you guys. Two very brief stories. So the first story is this. Let's say that we're in Minneapolis right now. It's been COVID-19. And frankly, I just told you all that I've been home with my children since March. And one of my coworkers who has been watching everything that's going on with me said, you know what? You can take our cabin for the weekend. You and your family just go there, no expenses. The refrigerator is stocked with food. You just go and you enjoy it. It's yours to take, right? So that's one story. The second story that I'm going to share with you is this. So I'm in Minneapolis, and there are several parks in close proximity to where I am. And right now, as I'm speaking to you, I hear police sirens. And I find out that what happened as a result of those police sirens was a baby was shot. A baby and the baby's mom were walking, and the baby was shot by a stray bullet. And that baby did not survive that fatal shooting. All right? So I'll ask you to open your eyes, and I'll ask you two questions. For my coworker who allowed me to go to their cabin, what was the race of that coworker? And what was the gender of that coworker? All right? And I'll also ask you for the child that was shot. I will ask you what was the race of that child that was shot. But then I'll ask you twofold. They found the perpetrator who did the shooting. What was the race of the person who shot that child? And what was the gender of the person who shot that child? Now, again, you don't have to answer that question, but I will ask you now, does the race and gender of the person who told me that I can use their cabin match the race and gender of the person who shot that child? Okay? Now, if you notice I did not tell you the race and gender of the person who told me I can have their cabin. I did not tell you the race and gender of the child that was shot or the person who shot the child. The only gender I shared in the story was the fact that it was a mother pushing her child. I didn't say the gender of the child. Oftentimes what happens is our minds and our implicit biases cause us to have preconceived notions just based on life experiences.